Today you're going to be taking notes on ser and estar. Most of this is a review from Spanish 2, but we are going to be adding some new things. Ser, the acronym that I use for ser is don't PP. If you've used this acronym before, we've just added a couple more P's. I would like you to take notes as you see fit. I would suggest that you write down both these acronyms and their definitions. Description for ser, okay? Ser and estar both mean to be. When you use ser, when it's a description, ella es alta. Origen, an origin. Ella es de Mexico. Nationality, pretty much the same as origin, but instead of saying ella es de Mexico, it would be ella es mexicana. So both origin and nationality are both a description. Time, date, and season as well. Time, date, and season are also descriptions. Es la una, son las dos. Date. Es el 15 de septiembre. Season. Es otoño. Es verano. Profession is one of the P's. Ella es maestra. Él es estudiante. Possession. There is no apostrophe S in Spanish. So possession is es el libro de Juan, for example. Property. This is a new one. La silla es de madera, which is the chair is made of wood. El vaso es de plástico. The glass is plastic. And probably the most difficult with ser is place, which is new. This is lugar, where or when an event takes place. El concierto es en el gimnasio. Even though you're talking about a location, this is very important. If it's where an event is taking place, you would use ser and not estar. Another example. La clase de español es en de 284, for example. Okay, estar. Typically, when you think of estar, there are three things that you remember. Temporary, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. For example, la piscina está fría. The pool is cold. It's not always cold, it's just cold today. El café está caliente. The coffee is hot. It's going to get cold later. Location, as long as it's not where an event takes place. Ella está en la silla. She's in her chair. Condition, this is health and emotions, how you're feeling. Present progressive, we're also going to be reviewing present progressive. It's on page 22 and 23. You use estar plus a present participle, ando or yendo. Estoy comiendo la pizza. We are going to review that next, after ser and estar. Feel free to pause this at any time. I'm going a little fast. Results of an action. This is new. I would write all of this down. If you want to change a verb to an adjective, all you have to do is take off the ending and add ado if it ends in AR and ido if it ends in ER or IR. Then there's two examples, and that's called the past participle, which we're going to review later on. La puerta está cerrada. This is a result of an action. The door is closed. So you're describing the door, and you're using cerrar with it, and you would use estar. El café está hecho. The coffee is done. So in that situation, you would use the verb estar, and we're going to be reviewing this more later. How you feel and where you are, always use the verb estar, as well as something temporary. So you can also consider that pretty much everything else is ser. How you feel and where you are, always use the verb estar. Here are some examples of more complicated uses of ser and estar. Okay, so here you have ser using alto and estar using alto. Julio es alto. Julio is tall. You're describing, I would suggest you write all of this down. You're describing Julio. If you want to say it a different way, ay, que alto estás, Julio, how tall you're getting. It's more of a condition, so you can use estar. Again, with feelings or emotions, depending on what you're trying to say. Ser. Dolores es alegre. She's a cheerful person. La profesora está alegre hoy. Another example. Él es enfermo. Él está enfermo. Él es enfermo means he's a sickly person. He's, might have some type of condition where he's been sick all of his life, rather than él está enfermo is he is sick today. Or ella es triste. She's a sad person. Ella está triste. She's sad today. Then we have Juana es guapa. Okay, it's a description. Juana está muy guapa con su vestido. She's beautiful right now with her dress. Maybe she's dressed for homecoming. Wow, how beautiful you look today. Rather than Juana is beautiful. Los aguacates son verdes. Avocados are green. They never change. But if you want to use estar with something, esta banana está verde. This banana is green. It's unripe because it's usually yellow. Just like with an apple, you can say, esta manzana es verde. So this apple is green. It's always green. It's Granny Smith. Esta manzana está verde. It's not ripe yet. And then, of course, we have something that's temporary. El agua está caliente. It's something temporary. The water is hot. It's not always hot. Maybe you're taking a shower or something to that effect. Los adjetivos con significados diferentes. Okay, page 19 in your book. So here's the adjective and what it means with ser and what it means with estar. I would open up your book, or if you don't have it at home, refer back to this page. But this is where these are at. So I would suggest that you write these down. Aburrido, boring or bored. If you say, ella es aburrida, you're calling her a boring person, rather than ella está aburrida. Okay? Ella es lista, she's smart. Ella está lista, she's ready. Rico is ser, es rico, they're rich. Está rico, you're talking about food. And then again, you have bueno, malo, orgulloso, seguro, and vivo. And libre. Okay, so what I would suggest you do is write down any questions that you have so that I can answer them tomorrow in class, and enjoy your evening.